Hi, welcome in this short video in which I want to inform you about the new strings I've put on my Eastman Dreadnought guitar. For the last couple of 3 or 4 months there were some 10 gauge strings on it, and those are far from ideal in making the Dreadnought sound as good as it can, because the 10 gauge strings are too light to get all the wood of the Dreadnought, which is a very large sound chamber, all the wood of the guitar resonating. But those 10 gauge strings were very nice in playability. It takes not as much force to get all the strings pressed down to the frets, and I could correct a slightly incorrect finger position better than with heavier gauge strings. So I noticed for the last couple of 3 or 4 months, when I was practicing on the Eastman guitar, I could practice for hours and hours on end, and I wasn't feeling any muscle soreness, muscle fatigue in the underarm, hands, or finger muscles. Um, but I decided to get back to the desired string gauge for a Dreadnought style guitar, and even the 12 gauge strings are considered light strings for the Dreadnought guitar, but a 10 gauge string isn't the gauge string you want to put on a Dreadnought guitar. So I've gone back to the 12 gauge strings, and immediately I was feeling the extra effort it takes to get especially the bar chord sounding clean. I have to put a lot of muscle strength in pressing the strings down to the frets, and I can't play as much and as long as with the 12 gauge strings. But the Eastman guitar is sounding a lot better than with the 12 gauge strings. Earlier this day, I posted a video of my latest practice session of road tripping with the new strings on it, and I can notice that it is taking a lot of extra force. But another interesting thing is that I can't correct my slightly incorrect finger positions as good as with the 12 gauge strings, so it's forcing me to play with even better technique. So in that sense, I can also see it from a positive side. I can't practice as much as as long or as often as with the 12 gauge strings, but at least it's forcing me to concentrate on playing it even more perfect and with better technique. Another interesting thing is that I had the assumption that with the 12 gauge strings on it, my Eastman guitar would play in the same way as my Yamaha guitar, the new guitar with a slightly smaller body size, because both guitars have 12 gauge strings on it. But I came to the conclusion that still my Eastman is nicer in playability than the Yamaha guitar. And I was analyzing what the reason therefore is, and I came to the conclusion that the action on my Yamaha is higher than on my Eastman guitar. And the action is the distance between the strings of the strings of the guitar from the frets. So the strings on my Yamaha guitar are a little bit higher, seen from the frets, floating higher above the neck of the guitar, and therefore when I play some chords and I have to play and I have to press the strings to the neck of the guitar, I have to put extra force into it, considered of course or compared to my Eastman guitar. So intuitively, I still, when I want to practice, grab the Eastman guitar instead of the Yamaha guitar, and that isn't a good thing. I want to play my Yamaha as much or even more than my Eastman guitar, because especially some fingerpicking songs I'm practicing sound better on my Yamaha guitar. So I have made the decision to bring my Yamaha guitar to a guitar luthier in the area here. I've already chosen a guitar luthier. I've called him and I've laid my question. I asked my question to him, and he is happy to set my guitar up with some lower action. The Yamaha guitar has also plastic pins, a plastic bridge, and the neck piece is, if I'm correct, also from plastic. So bringing it to the guitar luthier is also a great opportunity to improve those pieces and to maybe get some ebony pins and some bone bridge and neck piece, which the luthier can then made by hand and with the desired action, which has to be lower. And with the improvement of those parts, the guitar should even sounding better than right now. Um, and yeah, when it's gone to the luthier and he has to make some adjustments, I can then ask him to do those improvements as well. I haven't decided which parts I want to improve. I want to be advised by the guitar luthier and to hear what he is thinking about improving those parts. But the most important thing is to lower the action, because playability is the most important feature of a guitar in my experience right now. Um, I will inform you about the process of the improvement of the Yamaha guitar. It will probably go to the guitar luthier in about 2 weeks from now, because then I have some more time, and it probably will be away for a week or a couple of days. I really don't know, but I will inform you about the improvement process and the journey. Thank you for listening to this short video. I would like it if you also listen to my practice session of today. I think, especially considered the 12 gauge strings, that my ability is still improving, and I'm very excited in my ability to play even with these very heavy strings in my considered my playing ability. Very happy with the improvement and my current ability. Thank you for watching, and till the next video. Bye.